Hey friends, I'm Victoria with Fortuna Cucina, and today we are doing something different. Today we're making strawberry simple syrup. You need this in your life, and I'm going to tell you why today. But first of all, here's the story behind the simple syrup. So on Labor Day, I go to have brunch with a friend of mine and thinking, yay, Labor Day, like everybody's off of work. You know, she and I can have a leisurely brunch. Well, as we're talking, I said, yeah, I'm going to stop by the farm stand, which is really close to her and has the great strawberries. And I didn't even think about it. She goes, well, today's Labor Day. It's their last day. And I go, oh my gosh, it's the last day of strawberry season. So what do? Of course, I went overboard. And I ended up buying 2 flats of strawberries, which is equal to about 10 pounds. So when you have made strawberry jam, you know that it's a hot process, okay? I made at least 2 batches of strawberry jam. I made dehydrated strawberries. Making strawberry jam is a hot process. You're standing over the stove and you're like smushing strawberries and you're adding in the pectin and you're stirring and you're like, please, for the love of God, set already, right? It's a long process. And then to do the water bath canning to actually can the jam is another deal too. So I decided I'm not doing any more strawberry jam. No way, no how. Okay, so what am I gonna do? And I thought, I enjoy a good cocktail. Okay, here's an aside. Inflation is really high. And if you want to hear some of my nerdy financial stuff, I'll link below to my financial YouTube channel. This girl's not paying $20 for a cocktail. I'm just not going to do it. And so we've been eating at home a lot to save money. And I've been making cocktails at home. I have been experimenting with cocktails. I've been seeing what I can do at home. And here's the thing. Is you go out and you think that, oh, you need whatever, all this bar equipment to make an amazing cocktail. You really don't. And most of the time I don't even shake it like with a cocktail shaker, but you can actually use just a jar with a lid for that if you don't have one. So I started making cocktails at home. I'll do a whole other video about some of my favorite cocktails. But I decided, what if I make a strawberry simple syrup to make a strawberry martini? Game changer, because not only do I love it for my strawberry martinis, but my kids, as it turns out, they like it on waffles, on French toast, on anything sweet like that. They'll add the strawberry first and then they'll add the maple syrup. So let's talk about what the simple syrup is and how you're going to use it. So first of all, a simple syrup is just, most of the time it's water and sugar, and you put it in a pan, you melt it all down, and then they'll use that in cocktails to make it a little bit more sweet, or you'll use that in cooking to make it a little bit more sweet. Here's the deal is I try to decrease the amount of sugar that I have in my life because too much sugar is bad for you. So I try to use natural sweeteners like honey and agave in anything that is sweetened. That includes like jams and jellies and anything. I just try to use a natural sweetener. So I thought, what if I made a strawberry simple syrup with agave? How would that turn out? The only reason I chose agave is you can't really taste agave in any type of cooking, but honey, you pick up on it. So I wanted something that just had the flavor of the strawberry. So I'll take you through exactly how I did it. It's really easy peasy. The only downside is that you want just the strawberry and not the seeds or the pulp or anything like that for the simple syrup. So let's talk about what the strawberry syrup is going to look like. So this is in a jar, and you can see it's kind of runny. It's not super thick, right? This is what we want. We want something that is mixable with liquids. Now, here is a big tub of the simple syrup that I made. As you can see, it's kind of runny. That's what we want though, because we want it to be just a little syrupy. We don't want it to be super thick. We want it to be a thinner, kind of a syrupy thing, but still have good flavor. Here's something to think about when you're straining your strawberries is I actually took all of the strawberry pulp. It's starting to melt. I need to put it back in the freezer. And I took the strawberry pulp and I put it in these ice cube trays. And don't be afraid to either ditch it if you're never going to use this, or put it in smoothies, or if you're going to make a pie at some point in time, like maybe a mixed berry pie, put that in there, or whatever, put it in something else. So I thought I'll put it in something else for sure. I'll at least use this for a smoothie. And so I took the sort of thicker, pulpy, seedy, strawberry-ish stuff, and then I put it in these ice cream trays to freeze it. So today I'm going to show you how to make a strawberry mocktail with your simple syrup and how I use it. So I like to mix different flavors. And I love this lemon Pellegrino. It's frizzy. It's lemony. It's really lemony. Actually, most of the time I cut it with some water. I think this is going to be the perfect thing to complement my strawberry simple syrup. And we're just going to make a little fun mocktail for ourselves. I think that sometimes when we're around the house and, you know, I work from home, my husband works from home, I think sometimes water is just really boring. We need a little fun, something to look forward to. So let me show you what exactly I'm doing. So I have this stemless wine glass here with ice, and it's about up to here with water. I'm just going to give a splash of this strawberry simple syrup. Okay, give a little splash, and I'm going to top it with this lemon. So here we go. We're just topping it with this lemon. Look how pretty that looks. And then we're just going to give it a stir, nice teaspoon. And you know what you've made right here? This is a strawberry lemonade. How fancy are you? Okay, so this is like such the adult strawberry lemonade. Yes, that is delicious. You can, and if it's after 5, you can add a shot of vodka to this. You can add tequila. I'll do a whole other video on how I make cocktails from things that you already have at your house. This is a great way to use that simple syrup. So one thing to note, this is only, so as you could tell, this thing was full like up to here with strawberry. This is only gonna stay good in your fridge like a week, okay? Because there's no preservatives. So what you're gonna wanna do, take a jar like this and make sure that is this kind that's straight up and down, this is a freezer safe jar. We're gonna take this and we're gonna fill these with our simple syrup. Do not get it all over yourself. That is something I would do. Oh man, and we need at least, this is 1 inch right here of head space. We're gonna need that. So I'm just gonna put some more, I'm just gonna put the rest in my drink here. So we're gonna put it right into the freezer and we're gonna freeze this. And I have to tell you, because I did try this, I froze some and then I let it thaw in the fridge, and it didn't taste any different than the kind I made fresh. So go ahead and keep this, or if you're going to use a smaller amount, you can use a 1/2 pint jar Put these in your freezer. Make sure you label it so you know what it is, because it looks just like pasta sauce, right? You can go ahead and freeze that and then use it sparingly. Use it when friends come over. Here's another idea. Remember how I used the ice cube tray for the pulp? You can freeze this in ice cubes. How fun is that? And so you have a friend come over, you're gonna have, some simple syrup in the ice cube trays. You're gonna top it with some of this sparkling lemon Pellegrino. Yum, yum. There are so many uses for this. I thought it was so fun and such a different use of about 2 pounds of strawberries. Once you freeze the berries, you're gonna get a ton of juice already. So it's gonna be different if you take the frozen berries and then put it right into a pie or put it right into something where you're gonna put it right into a pan with maybe a little bit of arrowroot or flour and make a pie with that. It's gonna be different and have a different texture since these berries have been frozen. So that's the thing to consider is they're already kind of soggy to begin with. So, all right, just roll with that. Make a big batch, go ahead and freeze it, and then you have a sweet treat for when you have a friend over. And don't forget, this is also a really fun project with a friend to say, hey, I have some strawberry simple syrup. Let's make our own cocktails, or let's make our own mocktails. Why don't you come over? I've really been trying to come up with activities that we can do that are fun and aren't going to cost us anything. And to do those activities not only amongst our family, but with our friends too. Because with high inflation and the price of food going up, the price of everything going up, anywhere we can add a little joy, add a little fun to our lives, and it's not going to cost us anything, let me tell you, I'm all for it. All right, friends, this was my strawberry simple syrup recipe. I would love for you to comment below and tell me, have you ever made a simple syrup before? What do you use it for? Do you use it for mocktails? Do you use it for, something to put on your pancakes? Do you use it for cocktails? What do you use it for? I would love to hear below. All right, friends, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you in my next video.